What's up, YouTube? It's the Hood Trucker Fitness Channel, where we talk everything fitness. I'm the Hood Trucker, and I'm trying to go from fat to fit. And today we're going to talk about Sprint Day Volume 1. Why I did it, and why I'm going to continue to do it, and how we're going to do it moving forward. So, Sprint Day Volume 1. That was the first day in a long time. When I say long time, I mean a long time that I've run sprints. Excuse me. If you look at the video, it doesn't look like I'm running very fast, and that's because I wasn't running very fast. When you go out and you try to run sprints, you don't want to just, like, if you've been sitting on the couch or you've been like me behind the wheel of a truck for the last 10 years, and then probably, I don't know, 10 years before that, really did any active activities or anything like that, you don't want to go out and go 100% and because you're gonna split something. You're gonna do something bad to yourself. You're gonna pull a hamstring, thigh muscle. You might get shin splints. You might get who knows? Like, you could pull your calf muscle. You don't want to do that. So if it looks like I'm not running fast, it's because I'm not running fast. What I've been able to do over the years of being athletic and basically being an athlete is while I'm exercising, I'm able to determine what's going on with my muscles. So for example, some of those sprints that I was doing were slower than others, and that's because when in the motion of running the sprint, I can kind of feel what's happening to my muscles. If I'm feeling a twinge on this particular step, I lighten up, I back off a little bit. And you have to be extra careful, right? Especially if you're up in age like I am, I'm 49 years old, because it takes a little bit longer to repair. You don't want to pull it in the first place because the reason why you're out there is because you want to utilize that exercise. If you're hurt, you can't do that. So we're not going to go out and just go balls to the wall and just and hurt something. I already know, because I'm not 19 anymore where you could do that. So today I'm incorporating it a little bit more often. That was a couple of days ago that we did Volume 1. Today I did basically a Volume 2 or another day of it, but I incorporated it after a workout. The other day was just straight show up to the whatever the playground and run the sprints. This time I'm in the truck. I was on a layover, but this time I was in the truck, and I did a workout first, and then I finished up the workout with sprints. I did, I believe they were like 80 or 90 yard sprints, uphill. I didn't have any adverse reactions from the sprint that I'm gonna start to put that in my workout regularly now. We did day one, and today was my second day of the sprints. Sometimes you have to, work with what you got. And today, that's what I did. Let me show you. Today, I pulled over at the rest area and saw that I can do something with this. See all that road right there? That's my sprint area. They got grass and stuff like that all around here, but who knows what's on that grass and ticks and the fleas and all that. So we're not gonna mess with that. So we got on the road, and I did, and if you can see, it's kind of, see that, let's see, see that, see. But there's a dark spot on the road. I ran from there to the back of the trailer, and it's roughly, 70, 80 yards, something like that. So we ran 10 of those. Felt pretty good. Didn't run 100%. It was probably more like maybe 50 or 60. We're going uphill, so it's a little bit more strenuous than, for sure, a treadmill, and most definitely, flat ground. That was probably, 30 minutes ago, and I'm recovering a lot better because not only am I becoming more fit just in the last few weeks, but I'm also becoming more able to recover from the workouts. When I first started, I'd be half dead right now. Even 30 minutes into the workout, I'd be half dead. Now, we were probably going about maybe a month and a half. Feeling a lot better. Now, I just ran, 10 sprints of somewhere in the neighborhood of 70, 80 yards at probably 50, 60%. And came back, rested about 10 minutes and said, you know what? Let me do a video. Because part of the recovery is also what you put in your body. So what I've done is I've done some research and found that we did a video on water. Water is very important. Especially, listen, I'm 49 years old. It's even more important now than ever before. So when you're young, you can go to McDonald's and then whatever else, and then go, because I used to do it, and I know I used to play, Division I college football and junior college football and high school football, and I could eat whatever I wanted to and be fine. When you get up in age, not so much. So what I've done is I've come to the realization that I'm not 19 anymore, number one. Number two, that I need supplements. So this is pretty much my number one supplement. This is creatine, and this is how I take it. This is 5 grams. All you need is 5 grams. They say that it's best to take it after, or you could take it before, or the workout. And then other people say, who cares and who knows and all of that. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it. And that's how you take the creatine. Now, you got to get used to it, because it ain't nothing but some powder. Have you ever gotten some baby powder on your mouth or something? That's what it tastes like, baby powder. It has no taste whatsoever. It's, if you're not used to it and you don't swish around your mouth right or something like that, you probably could run the risk of choking, because I've coughed it up, breathed in too hard or whatever. But here's the thing. all that water you drinking, that gallon a day, that makes sure that the water that you're drinking goes to the muscle. Why do you need water in the muscle? Especially up in age like I am, because you need to repair. You need that to repair. Also, if you're trying to build muscle is a large percent of water. I don't know the exact percent, but it's a large percent. Your body produces creatine anyway. This is just an added, to further along, put a little bit more in there than your body would normally produce. However, your body normally produces it, so it's not really like a steroid or anything like that. It's just an enhancement to kind of put a little bit of an extra cherry on top of the stuff that your body's already doing. I mean, if you eat a steak, you're eating creatine. If you a lot of stuff has creatine in it, a lot of the proteins and stuff. The chickens, and I believe chicken, fish, and all, they all have creatine. I know for a fact beef does, but you're getting it anyway, just enhancing it. Now, again, extra important if you're older, because again, you're like, I don't know if it's the diet deteriorating, but they say that older people don't produce as much testosterone as younger people, specifically men. Creatine is really helpful, especially if you're up in age, because you need all the help you can get. You're not producing this, if you're a man, you're not producing as much testosterone as somebody 18 or 25 or something like that. So you need all the help you can get. You need to have your diet right, you need to get your water, and you need to get you some enhancements. Some people take hormone replacement therapy, which is basically testosterone. They add testosterone. I don't want to do that, just because I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to a doctor and have to go get testosterone and do all that stuff. I don't know what the side effects are, if there are any, that kind of thing. I'm not shooting up with nothing and taking no testosterone. No, I'm not doing that. I'll take creatine because I can go to Walmart and get it. Again, I'm 49 years old. I need all the help I can get. But I'm only gonna go so far. Now, when you take the creatine, again, this is Walmart, $10. It's best to take it with some type of carbohydrate. It's having to have some chocolate milk. Normally I get muscle milk, but they didn't have any where I was at. Now I drank some before, because I love chocolate milk, and I haven't had chocolate milk in a while, so I drank like half just to get the taste. It was earlier, but if you look on here, I got like half, right? If you look on here, it's 4 servings per container, and if I drank half of it, I got 2 left, right? So 8 grams of protein per serving. So that means I just ingested 16 grams of protein. I ingested 29 and 20, that's 30. It's 58 grams of sugar, though. That's not good. 29 grams of carbs, and almost all of it it looks like almost all of it from sugar. You don't want to have that much sugar. You got fat, you got sodium, cholesterol, you got vitamin D. So got half the vitamin D and roughly a little over half the calcium. Got some potassium, a little bit. But the main thing is, when you take creatine, you want to take it while you're spiking your insulin, because then it goes to the places it needs to go. If you just take it like that, there's research that's pretty much said that it you don't absorb it all. So if you take the creatine and you're spiking your insulin, which this is going to be a spike. If you're putting 29 grams of sugar, you're going to definitely spike your insulin. You don't normally. I'm kind of wheezing too. I don't know if it's the allergies or something, but anyway, I shouldn't be drinking milk during this time too. I'm wheezing, but that's why I need to get fit, because maybe I won't wheeze so much if I get fit. But again, you got some protein in there too. So you need some protein. You want some protein, preferably muscle milk, because it didn't have any sugar, but they didn't have any muscle milk though. So you want to get protein, and you want to spike your insulin, and you're gonna spike it with the sugar. So now we're gonna drink water, because with creatine you need tons of water. That's why you need to be at a gallon a day. And if you're at a gallon a day, you shouldn't have any problems taking creatine. Now, when you take it, you kind of want to make sure that you don't have any side effects at all. If you have any side effects at all, stop taking it immediately, because you're trying to improve your body. You're not trying to screw it up. So sometimes you get side effects, especially if you don't take it right. If you don't take it while you spike your insulin, or if you don't like some type of food or something, you might want to take it with some food. If you don't, and it's happened to me before, you might be running to the bathroom. So make sure that when you take it, you don't just take it by itself. You take it with something. Drink some, this is probably overkill, but take it with some type of carbs and some type of protein. But back to the topic at hand. We established that it was day one, you don't want to go full blast. Although you do want to go, exert yourself. You don't want to just go out there and just jog, unless that's all you can take. Like, nobody knows your body better than you do. If you can go out there, you can just jog, then go jog. Jog 10 sprints, and then work up to that. Like if you're super overweight, like if whatever the case, part of not getting injured is also part of not twisting an ankle, not jarring a joint. You don't want to hurt anything. So if all you can do is jog, if you're so overweight all you can do is jog, then just go jog. But you got to get out and do something. Treadmills are good, but it's not the end all be all. For example, sprints. That's the holy grail right there. Like, if you can do sprints though, and then especially if you do sprints after your workout, sprints is with the business. So this is what I do. Like on a treadmill, like I'll do like 30 minutes, and I'll do as high as I can get it. I showed it in the hotel video where I was trying to get on there and do that, but I was injured, so I couldn't take advantage of that. So that's why we don't want to get injured. But that's also why I'm taking the creatine, I'm cutting down the sugar, and I'm doing a multitude of different exercises to get the full body used to exercising. Because that's a lot of time when people pull muscles, it's either weak or inactive, or you've been inactive, right? So warm-ups are extra important, especially for me, and especially for anybody just starting out trying to do outside exercises, whether it be sprints, walking, whatever. You want to warm that stuff up, right? That's why I did almost a full workout. I did curls, I did bent over rows, I did basically a full workout before I did the sprints, because I'm trying to incorporate different strategies to get to the level that I want to get to. I said in volume 1, sprint day volume 1, that I wanted to get to 10 100-yard sprints, under 15 seconds per sprint, and 30 seconds rest in between each sprint. Listen, that's an amazing feat. You know, I mean, but well, for me right now, it's going to be an amazing feat. If you can do that, you're in pretty good shape. If you can do that, you're in awesome shape, right? Especially at this time. However, you gotta work up to that. You're not gonna do it, you know, first day. You're gonna snap something. And I don't mean just pull, you're gonna snap something. If you're not used to stretching, you incorporate some type of a stretch. You gotta incorporate, you know, some type of a warm-up. You gotta incorporate all these things, even if it only means you can go half, you know, 50% of what you can do. I mean, you know, you gotta start somewhere. And if you start in the gutter, next week you might be on the sidewalk. You never know. But you gotta start somewhere. You know, if you start in the sewer, you know, listen, it don't matter where you start, it's where you finish. And that's what we're trying to finish. You know, the other thing is, you know, there's nothing wrong with making goals. You know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, because you know, once you achieve a goal, then you feel better. I mean, at least I do. I don't know about anybody else, but at least I do. And, you know, I got a goal to get fit. I'm fat. I got a goal to get rid of this belly. And hopefully, if everything works, then we're gonna be able to show a before and after. Because I definitely took some pictures. I'm just embarrassed. Embarrassing. But it won't be embarrassing if I get fit, got a six-pack and all that. So we're just gonna document the journey, and we're gonna see what works, and we're gonna see what doesn't. You know, I've been trying to eliminate the sugar. I mean, you gotta tighten up the diet too. There's no way around it. You gotta tighten the diet. You gotta get rid of that sugar. You know, you gotta, if you don't eliminate it, you at least gotta cut back significantly. You know, nothing wrong with treating yourself every now and then, but you know, hey, you run these sprints, you can afford to do a lot more stuff than you could before. So I guarantee you that. Along with the sprints, get in the weight room and try to build some muscle. Building muscle allows you to burn more calories, allows you to make more mistakes. That's as simple as that. You know. Now, will you be shredded if you keep making mistakes? No. Will you be more fit and all of that? Yes. But again, if you want to look a certain way, you have to clean up the diet. There's no way around it. You have to clean it up. I don't know what else to tell you. not so much when you're young. If you're like 18, 19, 20, 25, you know, when you start getting to the 30 realm, then, you know, you start to see things start to change. And then when you get to my age, you really start to see things change. And you really start to realize how important fitness and exercise and all of that stuff is. Listen, I'm 49 and I'm trying to get fit. So we can't exercise like some of these other dudes be exercising. You know, we're not gonna be doing all this circuit training and jumping up and down and all that crazy stuff, because you mess around and pull something. I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna snap something. I already know. Get fit, get on a challenge, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Do I know what I'm talking about or not? But we gonna see. I mean, you know, proof is in the pudding. If I'm here next year, still talking about I'm trying to get fit, then I probably don't know what I'm talking about. But we gonna find out. So, enjoy the rest of your day. Get exercising.